The film starts off with an epic Ice Age scene, where a caveman and his lover are fighting for survival in the freezing temperatures. They're desperately trying to make a fire to keep warm, but fate intervenes when an earthquake strikes and a cave collapses, trapping them both beneath the snow. Fast forward to present day, where another earthquake strikes Los Angeles and wakes up a teenager named Dave Morgan. Dave is an outcast in school, with a singular goal in mind, to impress his crush, Robin Sweeney, and become popular. To accomplish this, he's building a fancy swimming pool in his backyard with the help of his best friend, Stoney. One day, while working on the pool, Dave discovers an ancient bowl and begins to speculate that it may be from an ancient era. Fascinated, he starts digging deeper and quickly uncovers a massive piece of ice buried beneath the ground. They take the ice back to the garage and, to their surprise, they find an ancient man's perfectly preserved body inside. Dave is ecstatic about his discovery, believing it will make him famous, but his excitement is short-lived when Robin turns down his offer to see the discovery. To make matters worse, Dave is humiliated by a schoolmate, and things take a turn for the worse when Matt witnesses Dave flirting with his girlfriend and posts him on the school bulletin board. Back at Dave's house, the heaters melt the ice and the caveman awakens, confused and disoriented. He starts exploring the house, trying to make sense of his strange new surroundings, and gets a glimpse of the modern world through Dave's dog and a helicopter flying overhead. But when he comes across a modern human and gets scared, he runs and tries to hide. Eventually, the caveman finds his way into Dave's house and starts dancing to the rock music playing on TV. But when Dave and Stoney come home, they find the house in a mess and the caveman nowhere to be found. Thanks to the fire alarm, they finally find him in Dave's bedroom, trying to make fire with sticks. The two friends are shocked and try to introduce themselves, but end up scaring the caveman. In the chaos, the phone rings, which makes the caveman even more panicked and he jumps on the bed. But with the help of Stoney, Dave manages to calm him down by showing him how to light a fire with a lighter. The boys decide to include the caveman in their modern society, and before doing so, they clean him up, give him a haircut and dress him like a typical teenager. Dave names him Link because he believes the caveman is the missing link between him and his popularity in high school. Just as they're getting ready to introduce Link to the world, they hear Dave's family's car in the driveway. In a panic, Dave tells Stoney to take Link outside and ring the doorbell as if they've just met him. Dave then goes to the kitchen and admits to destroying the entire place. As Dave and Stoney nervously approach the front door with Link in tow, they are met with the confused and skeptical glances of Dave's parents. Desperate to keep Link hidden, Dave spins a web of lies, claiming that Link is an exchange student from Estonia who doesn't speak a word of English and that hosting him will earn Dave extra credit at school. Despite their reservations, Dave's emotional blackmail and promise of educational benefits convince his parents to allow Link to stay with them. The following day, Dave takes Link to school, introducing him to the student body as the exotic exchange student from Estonia. But as Link's strange behavior catches the attention of the popular kids, including Robin and Cindy, Dave's true intentions are revealed. He sees an opportunity to elevate his own social status by using Link as a tool for fame and popularity. As Dave attempts to train and control Link, the caveman's primal instincts and attraction to the opposite sex begin to surface, causing chaos and embarrassment at every turn. When Link sees Robin and Cindy talking in the hallway, he is drawn to their beauty and uses his superior strength to leap from the first floor, reaching out to touch Cindy and attempting to kiss her. Dave quickly intervenes and takes Link away, but not before drawing the attention of the entire school. The girls, on the other hand, are already impressed by Link's strange behavior. As the school becomes increasingly curious about Link's origins and strange behavior, Dave becomes increasingly desperate to maintain control over the situation. He is determined to use Link as a tool for popularity, but as Link's primal instincts and attraction to the opposite sex become more pronounced, it becomes increasingly difficult for Dave to keep him under wraps. As Dave becomes busy with his classes, Stoney takes over the task of managing Link, driving him to his Spanish class where Cindy, a popular girl, hits on him. Despite her advances, Link has no idea what she's doing and simply rejects her, leading to a tense and comedic scene. The two then visit an amusement park and take a roller coaster ride, and by the time they return home, Link has learned to speak like Stoney. Dave's family is used to Link's strange behavior, including eating flies and gorging on dog food. The following evening, Dave and Stoney take Link to an ice hockey game where all the popular kids, including Robin and Cindy, are in attendance. Dave is overjoyed to see his crush and walks towards her, but he steps on a skateboard and falls on top of her. He brushes off the embarrassing incident and shows her a photo of them taking a bath together as kids. Unfortunately, this only makes Robin more angry and upset, and she snaps the photo right away. Cindy takes a keen interest in him, drawn to his mysterious and primal nature. Unable to resist her curiosity, she approaches Link, trying to seduce him with promises of a steamy, long-distance romance are never successful. But as she whispers sweet nothings in his ear, Link remains confused, completely unaware of her intentions. Dave is determined to win over his girlfriend's heart, but his plans are thwarted by the bully Matt. In a cruel move, Matt drags Dave into the skating rink in front of everyone to humiliate him. Link, a witness to the events, tries to stand up to the bully but instead receives a hard punch to the face. Despite the expectations of those around him, Link chooses to walk away from the fight, shaken by the experience. Stony, a wise friend, explains to Dave that in caveman times, fights were about survival and food, not about gaining fame. This realization leads Dave to make a decision to teach Link some self-defense techniques so that he can defend himself in the future. With a newfound sense of purpose, Dave and Link work together to overcome the bully and reclaim their dignity. Dave is determined to teach his friend Link how to defend himself, so he starts by showing him wrestling and martial arts videos at home. Link is a quick learner and picks up the techniques quickly, but Stony is not impressed with Link's newfound fighting skills. The following day, Link is assigned to Robin's driver's education class. Stony and Dave panic when they see Link take the wheel from a distance and hurry to stop him. They manage to get into the car, but Link accelerates quickly. To the shock and amusement of onlookers, he pulls off risky stunts that he saw on TV. After causing some chaos within the school grounds, Link takes the car out onto the main road and runs multiple red lights. He stops his car as soon as he sees a club, signaling that he intends to have some fun. The group reluctantly decides to follow Link to the club, where they see him busting some sick moves on the dance floor. Robin is astounded and asks Dave to join her on the dance floor, but he declines, citing his lack of dancing ability. As a result, she begins to dance with Link, who gradually becomes the center of attention. As Dave and Stony navigate the high school social scene, they find themselves mingling with some new friends who introduce them to the world of alcohol. Meanwhile, Matt and his bully friends hatch a sinister plan to learn more about Link. They sneak into the school unnoticed in the middle of the night and dig through Link's medical records, discovering a shocking secret about his past where Link has a record of animal disease. With this new information, Matt is even more determined to take Link down. But little does he know, Dave and Stony have their own plan in motion. They head to a club, where Dave enviously watches as Link and Robin dance the night away. Just as things seem to be going smoothly, the police arrive, sending the entire club into a frenzy. Dave quickly realizes that they are there to arrest them, and he quickly gives the order for Stony to take Robin home while he tries to convince Link to leave with them. But before they can make their escape, the police intervene and take both Dave and Link into custody. As the night comes to a close, Stony and his Spanish-speaking friends drop Robin off at her home, where she thanks them for a wonderful time. But just as she is settling in, the last person she expects to see appears at her doorstep, Matt. He attempts to make amends with Robin, but she is still upset with him for punching Link the other day. Robin pleads with Matt to leave, but he refuses, instead asking her to be his prom date. He cites his concern for his reputation, but his words only serve to infuriate Robin even more. She accuses him of always caring about what other people think, and just as she is about to close the door, she tells him that she wants to go with someone who is more hip, someone who isn't afraid to be themselves. It's a moment of realization for Robin as she comes to terms with the fact that she deserves someone who truly respects and values her, rather than someone who is only interested in boosting his own reputation. Dave finds himself in a tight spot, sitting in a prison cell with Link and only one phone call to his name. He quickly dials Robin's number, frantically explaining the situation and asking her to go to prom with him. But to his dismay, Robin declines his offer and tells him that she would rather go with Link, due to his simplicity and innocence. Feeling hurt and rejected, Dave hangs up the phone in anger. After some time, the two teenagers are released from jail and return home. The following morning, Dave, still feeling bitter, sneakily wakes Link up and takes him out of the city. Stony, thankfully, notices them and begins following the car. Jealousy and envy consume Dave as he watches Link steal the affections of Robin, his crush. In a fit of anger and frustration, he pulls over and tells Link to leave and never come back. He gives Link some coins for his favorite game as a farewell gesture before sending him on his way. But just as Link is about to leave, Stony arrives on the scene and is shocked by what he sees. Dave explains that he can no longer deal with Link as he's only caused pain and trouble since his arrival and implies that he would be better off with someone else. Stoney, outraged, tries to convince Dave to call Link back. The situation escalates and the two engage in a heated street brawl, fueled by Dave's jealousy and anger. But just as the fight reaches its peak, Link intervenes, reminding them that they are a family. Dave, realizing his mistake, apologizes for his selfish behavior, and the three embrace in a hug, making amends. They walk away together, realizing that family is everything and that they'll always have each other's backs, no matter what. Later that evening, Dave assists Link in getting ready for the prom but chooses not to go on prom. When Robin arrives, she tries to persuade him to come along, but he declines, claiming that he's been grounded. Stoney, being a good friend, stays behind with Dave, and the two drink near the pool and make plans to become famous in college. But their peaceful evening is interrupted when Matt, the school bully, breaks into Dave's room to find dirt on Link. Unfortunately, he finds some Polaroid photos that reveal Link's true identity as a caveman. Dave and Stoney become aware of the intrusion and hurry to the scene, but Matt has already made his escape. He taunts them with the photos and reveals his plan to expose Link at the prom. He gets into his car and drives off, with Dave and Stoney following close behind. Meanwhile, Robin and Link are at the prom, unaware of the brewing drama. Just as they are about to be declared the winner prom king and queen, Matt shows up and reveals that Link is not a modern human, he is a caveman. His strategy fails because the information increases Link's popularity. When Dave shows up, he tries to reclaim the photos from Matt but instead receives a solid punch to the face. Link, who has grown tired of the harassment, snaps and uses every move he knows to hurt Matt. The audience cheers as Matt is thrown around like a rubber ball. Then, Dave and Robin cool things out, and the three boys lead the entire prom in an unscripted dance that looks like it was inspired by the Caveman. They stay up late dancing before going to Dave's house for a pool party. The party fulfills Dave's wish as he kisses his crush, Robin. Meanwhile, Stoney and Link are surprised when they discover some muddy prints in the house. They silently follow the footprints to the bathroom, where they find a stunning cave woman relaxing in the bathtub. She is none other than Link's partner from the beginning of the movie. The film concludes with Dave and Stoney giving the cave woman a makeover and introducing her to their family.